The most dangerous thing in the Marvel Universe is a man who thinks he's always right. And Dr. Doom? He has never thought he was wrong. This is the man who wears a suit of armor and a green cape, speaks in the third person, rules a country, masters magic and science, and once told actual gods to kneel. And the crazy part? Sometimes he's right. Doom isn't your everyday villain. He's not robbing banks or stealing lunch money. He's rewriting reality, trapping demons, and declaring war on anyone who dares question his superiority. Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, multiversal entities, you name it, he's fought them, and usually walked away like, satisfactory. But where does a man like this come from? How did Victor Von Doom go from orphan to monarch to god to, well, slightly less godlike god? Let's peel back the iron mask and tell the tale of the one man in the Marvel Universe who truly believes the world would be better if he ran it. And honestly, he might not be wrong. Before the armor, before the kingdom, before he called himself Dr. Doom, there was just a boy named Victor. He was born in a small, poor country called Latveria. His family were Roma, treated like outsiders, always on the run. His father was a healer. His mother, Cynthia, was a powerful witch. She loved her people and wanted to protect them from a cruel ruler. So she did something risky. She made a deal with Mephisto, basically Marvel's version of the devil. She asked for the power to defeat the evil baron who ruled over Latveria. Mephisto said, sure, but of course it came with a catch. Her magic got out of control. Innocent people died. And instead of being a hero, Cynthia was hunted down and killed. When she died, Mephisto took her soul and locked it away in his fiery dimension, where it would suffer forever. Victor was just a kid when this happened. He lost his mom to hell and his dad not long after. Pain didn't break him. It fueled him. He became obsessed with two things, science and magic. He built machines out of junk. He learned spells from his mother's old books. He wanted to understand everything, and one day, he promised he'd save her. Eventually, he got a scholarship to a fancy school in America, Empire State University. That's where he met Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, and Victor hated him immediately. Why? Because Reed was also smart, like too smart. And worse, Reed noticed a flaw in Victor's big science project, a machine meant to reach into the afterlife and find his mother's soul. Victor ignored the warning. He flipped the switch. The machine exploded. He survived, but his face was scarred. And in his mind, it was Reed's fault, not his own arrogance. Because in Victor's world, Doom never makes mistakes. Everyone else does. Humiliated, he left the US and wandered the world, looking for answers. Eventually, he found a secret group of monks in the mountains of Tibet. There, he built his first suit of armor, and then he made a mask. And when it was still glowing red hot, he put it on his face. In that moment, Victor Von Doom disappeared, and Dr. Doom was born. Once Doom was born, there was no going back. And while we're talking about unstoppable power grabs, I currently have 75 subscribers, which means statistically, more people have been inside Doom's castle than have clicked that red button. Let's fix that. Help me reach 1,000 because unlike Doom, I can't conquer the algorithm alone. Anyway, back to world domination. Now armed with science, sorcery, and a deep hatred for anyone who ever doubted him, he returned to his homeland, Latveria. And let's just say, he didn't exactly run for office. Latveria was still being run by corrupt leaders, the same kind of people who made his childhood a nightmare. Doom decided enough was enough. He overthrew them. No speeches, no votes. Just Doom walking in and taking the throne like he was owed it. And here's the wild part. Once he ruled Latveria, he actually made it better. No more crime, no more poverty. Streets were clean, technology advanced, and everything ran on time. Sure, it was a dictatorship, but a very organized one. People in Latveria didn't fear Doom. They respected him because he protected them. And if you followed the rules, life was actually kind of great. Doom built massive castles filled with labs, magic libraries, and robots. Oh yeah, lots of robots. He created Doom bots, robotic copies of himself that acted like him, talked like him, and even thought they were him. So even when Doom wasn't there, Doom was everywhere, but ruling a country wasn't enough. Doom wanted to prove he was the smartest, strongest, and most powerful being on the planet. He challenged heroes, gods, even time itself, always trying to show that his way was the right way, that the world would be better under his control. And honestly, sometimes he wasn't wrong. You know how most characters in Marvel have one specialty? Spider-Man's got webs, Iron Man's got tech, Doctor Strange has magic, Dr. Doom has all of it, and more. Let's start with his brain. Victor Von Doom is one of the smartest people in the Marvel Universe, like top 5. Easy. He's built time machines, teleporters, mind control devices, even a machine that can steal powers from cosmic beings. He's basically Tony Stark, Reed Richards, and Doctor Strange rolled into one, but angrier. Now let's talk about that armor. Doom's suit is like Iron Man's, but more dramatic. It's packed with weapons, energy blasts, force fields, flight boosters, and even a built-in food system, because of course Doom needs snacks while conquering planets. And then there's the magic. After science failed him, Doom fully leaned into the mystic arts. He's learned spells from demons, wizards, and even ancient gods. He can teleport, summon creatures, cast shields, control minds, and sometimes even fight Doctor Strange to a standstill. That's right, Doom is one of the only people who can match the Sorcerer Supreme. Oh, and let's not forget his willpower. Doom doesn't give up, ever. He's been crushed, burned, banished, even erased from reality. I mean, he always comes back. Because Doom doesn't accept defeat. He just calls it a temporary inconvenience. And to top it all off, he's got that Doom voice, you know the one, full of pride and judgment, always in the third person, always ending with something like, "Only Doom is worthy." Dr. Doom doesn't just fight heroes, he rewrites the rules of the Marvel Universe, and some of his wildest, most legendary moments, they'll have you questioning whether he's even the bad guy. There's a story called Books of Doom, where Doom tells his own origin. That's right. Doom gives his version of how he rose from a poor child in Latveria to the man in the Iron Mask, and it's exactly what you'd expect. Intense, tragic, brilliant, and filled with the kind of ego that could power a star. To Doom, everything that's happened to him, the pain, the scars, the rage, it's not a downfall, it's destiny. He doesn't see a tragic backstory, he sees a necessary transformation. Then, there's the time he actually takes over the world. No joke, it's called Emperor Doom. He uses a mind control machine powered by the Purple Man, yeah, that guy, to make everyone on Earth obey him. And the craziest part? It works. Under Doom's rule, there's no war, no poverty, no crime. People are actually happy. The world becomes peaceful, and in the end, Doom steps down on his own terms. Why? Because somewhere deep in that armored chest, he knows, if you force people to be good, did you really lead them? Or did you just steal their choice? And just when you think that's peak Doom, he breaks reality again in Secret Wars. The multiverse is collapsing. Universes are crashing into each other. It's the end of everything. So Doom steps up. He steals the power of the Beyonders, literal gods, and uses it to reshape existence. He builds a patchwork planet called Battleworld, puts different Marvel realities together, and sets himself up as ruler of everything. Not president, not king, God Emperor Doom. He wears white, he controls reality. He straight up rips out Thanos' skeleton like it's nothing. And in his twisted new world, he doesn't just defeat Reed Richards, he replaces him. Doom takes Reed's family, he erases their memories, he raises Reed's kids as his own. Because this isn't just about power. This is Doom proving, once and for all, that he can do everything Reed could, but better. But deep down, Doom knows it's not truly his. And when Reed finally returns and challenges him for the fate of the universe, Doom doesn't scream or lash out. He looks him in the eye and says, "You're right," and he lets it all go. Not because he's defeated, but because for a moment, Doom sees the truth. And for once, he doesn't fight it. If you're a hero in the Marvel Universe and you've ever had an ego problem, chances are Dr. Doom has already humbled you, dramatically. He once went up against the Avengers with nothing but a power amplifier and some stolen Asgardian magic. He's fought Iron Man in space, in armor duels, even as Iron Man once. After Tony disappeared, Doom tried to take up the mantle and become a hero. Spoiler, it didn't last. He's clashed with Black Panther, invading Wakanda with tech and troops, only to be met with a king who planned 10 moves ahead. Panther beat Doom, not with power, but with politics. And Doom never forgot it. He's even gone toe-to-toe with Doctor Strange. Not just once, but in duel after duel of magic and willpower. Their clashes are like chess matches played with spells, monsters, and ancient gods watching. Doom doesn't trust him. Strange doesn't respect him. And yet, somehow their paths keep crossing. But one of his wildest moments? He once stole the powers of the Silver Surfer. That's cosmic energy, by the way. And tried to reshape reality itself. Another time, he became Infinity Gauntlet level powerful after siphoning energy from the Beyonders. Yes, that happened. And everyone, Avengers, X-Men, cosmic entities, had to team up just to take him down. But Doom's most personal battle, it's not with a hero, it's with a devil, Mephisto. Years ago, Mephisto took Doom's mother's soul. Cynthia Von Doom had made a deal with him to protect her people, and paid the ultimate price. Since then, every year on Midsummer's Eve, Doom has entered hell to try and win her back. Every year he failed, until one day, he brought help, Doctor Strange. Together, they fought through Mephisto's realm. Illusions, monsters, betrayal. Doom even turned on Strange mid-battle, because of course he did, but Strange expected it. And in the end, Doom's moment of unexpected loyalty was enough to shift the balance. They freed her. They actually saved her soul. But then came the twist. Cynthia saw what her son had become. The armor, the pride, the tyranny. And she was horrified. She didn't want that to be her legacy. She rejected him. And Doom? He let her go. He saved her, he lost her. And for once, Doom didn't rage against the pain. He accepted it. Most villains want money, power, revenge. Doom wants the world to be better. He just thinks the only way that happens is if he runs it. And the scary part? He's not entirely wrong. Doom doesn't see himself as the bad guy. He sees himself as the only sane man in a world full of chaos and weakness. While the heroes waste time debating, compromising, and failing, Doom acts. He builds machines that could cure disease. He stops wars before they start. He literally takes over the planet and fixes it. And every time he loses power, things fall apart again. So of course he thinks he's the solution. Of course he believes the world needs Doom. But here's where it gets interesting. Doom isn't just evil, he's noble in his own twisted way. He rules his people with an iron fist, sure, but they live in peace. He risks everything to save his mother's soul. He shows mercy, he learns from failure, and sometimes he even admits when he's wrong. He's not a monster. He's a man who was broken young and decided that if no one else would protect the world, he'd rebuild it himself. Even if it meant becoming the villain to everyone else. That's why Doom hits different, because sometimes when he says only Doom can save you, you believe him. So yeah. Doom isn't just one of Marvel's greatest villains, he might be one of its most important characters. He's power, pain, pride, and just enough truth to make you nervous. And if you made it this far, you're clearly one of the smart ones. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Help me hit 1,000 subs and join the channel where we tell the entire story of Marvel's greatest legends, one chaotic character at a time. Because next time, it could be your favorite hero or villain.